Hey.
Hey there.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
I'm Taryn.
I'm Tate.
And welcome to Plant That Sis.
All right.
So how's it going?
It's going good for me. How's it going for you?
Yeah, it's going.
How are you?
It's the week of Christmas.
Do you feel like it's Christmas right now? Does it feel very
no.
Christmassy? Are you in the holiday spirit?
I mean, not that I'm not in the holiday spirit, but it's really warm outside yesterday and today, which has been so
God,
nice because I've been doing plant things. So it's been nice to be able to be outside for that. And my husband Kyle is sick. So it looks like we're not doing much for the holidays. So I'm stuck inside some more. Haha.
Guess you can spend lots of times with your plants.
Yes, exactly.
And not a lot of time with Kyle.
How about you? You feeling?
Oh, I'm good. I'm feeling, doesn't really feel like Christmas, but I think that's because it's hot outside and
Yeah.
COVID and just everything. So,
Yep.
But I am excited to plant exchange.
Yes.
So that'll be fun.
So excited.
Yeah.
So Tate and I made a plan. We wanted to do a holiday plant exchange. Speaking of holidays, happy all holidays, whatever it is that you celebrate. Happy that we support all the holidays. So for our holiday, we decided we are going to swap. We are going to, I don't know what happened.
Have you seen those videos with the guy and it's a cat and he's like pss, 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 to the cat all the time? Like he's always like pss, 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 trying to get the cat to come over. Pss, 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 pss. I just always am like pss, 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 pss,
Oh,
pss.
cute.
All right, never mind.
I
Anyways,
bet your cats love that.
I don't actually do it to the cats. I just do it. Pss,
Oh,
pss,
just in general.
pss, pss. It's been living in my head rent free. That's all I can say.
Oh, yeah. Yes. No, I get that.
Anyways.
Funny. So anyways, for our plant swap, we decided we would get one new plant, and then in order to save money / make it more fun and special, we decided we were going to do 3 cuttings from our current collection. So 1 new plant and 3 new cuttings, and I'm excited.
Me too. I hope the plant I got is actually new for you, because
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if you had it somewhere and I just forgot, but we shall see.
Oh, you
I
didn't
think
have
you'll
my
like it anyways.
whole plant collection memorized?
I wrote it down and forgot the list, so.
I should have
I'm just
gotten you
kidding.
some flashcards.
Ooh, yeah. A Quizlet. Make a Quizlet on
Quizlet.
mine. Was Quizlet past your time? I don't remember.
No. Are you kidding me? I'm a teacher. Of course I know Quizlet. For the 5 vocab words we do a year. Yep.
What is a plie?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, what are some of your vocab
things.
words?
Yeah, you said it. Plie. Well, we do
Plie.
it's just like all technical stuff,
Yeah.
Ballet terms.
Yep.
So yeah, trust me, I know Quizlet.
All right. Well, do you want to go first? Do you want me to start?
Do you want to go first?
I don't have a preference.
Okay, yeah, you go first. Okay, I have an idea. You do one cutting and then I'll do one.
Okay.
Like we'll flip-flop it.
Sounds good. All right. So I'll start with the smallest cutting first.
Okay.
So for your first cutting, Taryn, I cut off some of my little peperomia plant. Can you see it? It's the one that you came over the other day and you were like, oh, that's cute. So yeah.
It's so cute.
It's little. It's kind of a little plant, so there wasn't a whole lot to cut off, but I think I rooted my other peperomia in water, and it's growing new growth finally, so I think this one will work. Hasn't got a lot of roots yet, but if you just keep it in some sun, I think it'll be really cute.
So that's like I know we don't know right now off the top of our head what kind of peperomia that is, but it's like the kind where they're almost teardrop shaped leaves, right? And it's like a lighter green, more of a
light green. It
chartreuse.
has a little bit of white on the edges of the leaves.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
And they're real small leaves.
Yeah, they're small leaves.
Cute.
And of course the plant doesn't say the species on it. I wish it did.
Right.
And I didn't look into it before this, so peperomia.
All good.
So yeah, what do you...
Yay.
I'm thinking you could put it on your window by your table in your living room, in your kitchen,
yeah.
What is that room
Wait,
called?
what do
The
you mean?
dining room?
What do you mean on the window by the table?
Your
like by the kitchen table?
Yeah. Just to propagate. Isn't that your propagation station? Or did that move?
Yeah. Well, it's all over.
It's all over.
I actually planted all of my cuttings yesterday that I had.
Ooh.
I'll have to send you a picture. It was like at least 30
Oh my god.
cuttings.
You have so many new plants now. That's like the best part. Now you have so many new plants.
I'm so excited. Where am I going to put them all? Haha, I don't know. But
that's my problem right now is I'm kind of running out of space. And because we got that new TV, Logan never wants our blinds open downstairs. And then I'm like, well, I got to put plants down here. And he's like, well, then I'll see the reflection in the TV. And I'm like, oh my God. So it's a whole thing.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Anyway.
Did you move that? You need to move that plant stand.
Oh my God. I know. I need to.
You should just fill your little foyer with plants.
But that gets like, it gets like no sun.
I guess it's behind the trees and stuff.
Yeah. It's all shaded.
Yeah.
I tried to put plants in there and they didn't, I mean, they're doing okay, but they weren't really growing, you know?
Yeah. Not a good spot.
It was okay in the summer when there was just more sunlight in general. I just think right now it would, since it's like dark by 4 p.m.
Right. Okay. Are you ready for your first?
I'm ready.
Cutting?
I am ready.
Your first cutting is something. I'm doing this one first because you already ruined it. I've been planning on giving this to you because I can't recommend it enough. But it's the Euphorbia tetrasperma.
Yay!
And I cut this right off the top, all the brand new growth. I want to say it's even already trying to pop out another leaf.
Hell
so
yeah.
the one of the two leaves is kind of small. But anyways, look at this thick old node at the bottom, or aerial root or whatever.
Ooh.
I don't know if you can really see.
I can
Let me
see
do
it,
like
yeah.
a YouTuber.
Like the TikTokers.
Okay. Yes, where you show your makeup products.
Yep.
So yeah,
I love it.
I also,
Thank you.
for the record, put all of yours in cute matching Topo Chico bottles.
Aw, thanks. Yours are in a lot of different hodgepodge. I think one's in like a garlic. You know, the minced garlic you can buy at the store. One of those jars.
Yeah.
Not as cute, but it'll work. Well, thanks, Taryn. I'm excited. I already have a place for it, even though I just said I was running out.
Where are you putting it?
Probably in my bathroom.
Yeah.
By that window. It gets a lot of indirect light. I feel like I can probably let it grow up that wall. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but there's a wall by my shower that I think it can grow up.
Yeah.
Right by the window. So I'll probably try that.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Yeah.
Well, I was torn because I have a cutting that I took, I want to say, I don't know, it's been a minute. I've had it, it's rooted. I didn't expect it to root. Where I cut it was not, I didn't do a very good job of cutting it where you're supposed to cut it. So I thought didn't include the part that would grow a new root. Mm-hmm. But then the way I stuck it in the water, essentially where the new leaf is supposed to pop out, it popped out a bunch of roots.
Oh.
By surprise.
Weird.
So, yeah, I went ahead and potted it. I was debating on giving you that one because it was already rooted, but then I was like, I don't know what the future holds for this one because I'm not really sure where a new leaf is going to come out. So I went ahead and potted it. We'll see.
That is so weird.
Well, it's they'll grow kind of sideways. I don't know how to explain it.
I see. It's a vine, so I mean,
yeah.
Thanks.
So I don't know. I was torn because I wanted to give you one that was further along, but then I was like, I don't know. So I just got a new one for you.
That's right off the top. This peperomia is pretty new. Like, there's no roots yet, so it's all right with me.
Okay.
Well, all right. So your next one, I'm a Southern woman now for some reason. Your next one is actually farther along. This time it has roots. You could probably plant it if you wanted to, but you may want to wait a little bit. But it's really pretty. It's going to add some color to your collection. It is this Coleus plant that I have. Remember that big one that I had?
Cute.
I don't know if you remember the big one, but I kind of cut it up to propagate it. And you have 2 stems in here, so you can plant them together or you can plant them in other separate pots if you want. And the roots are going.
Yay. What is that?
It's a Coleus.
A Coleus. And it has like hot pink. It's like a hot pink one.
Yes, it's a Coleus. It has the leaves can get pretty big. Like the plant that I had was like a big bushy almost looking plant. Like if you'll see the stem is pretty big. The leaves have green around the edges and then like pink in the middle of them and then some yellow too. So they're really pretty. They add a lot of color without flowering or anything. So
yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yay.
And they take I had this one outside at first for a long time. They like a lot of water.
Okay.
But they're vocal. So If it starts wilting, just water it. That's what I always did, and it seemed very happy. I kept mine outside for a while. Now it's just getting bright and direct light most of the day. They seem pretty easy, so
Nice.
I'm sure anywhere in your house it'll be fine. You have a lot of like bright and direct light in rooms.
I was gonna say, where do you have it inside?
I have it facing, so it's basically on my kitchen windows, which gets morning sun and then just like bright and direct light for the rest of the day.
All day. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Cool.
that's where I have it. It's looking
Yay.
good. She's got some roots for you. She's got a little skirt. It looks like a skirt.
Oh.
Yep.
Love me a good skirt.
Oh yeah, she's ready to go. So
All right.
yeah.
Yay.
Merry Christmas.
Okay. Merry Christmas. Okay, ready for your next one?
I'm so ready. So excited.
Okay, this is a recent purchase of mine, and when I
Ooh.
purchased it, same thing. I took a bunch of cuttings and I potted them all up yesterday, and I was debating on just giving you one, but then I was like, we're doing cuttings, so I did a fresh set of cuttings.
All right.
It's Euphorbia
Ooh.
fire sticks.
Ooh, cool.
It's really interesting. It
Yeah.
doesn't need a lot of soil. Okay, I could be wrong about this.
What does it look like?
It looks like it sounds fire sticks. So it's these skinny sticks that kind of branch out looking a little bit crazy. And when they get full sun, which they should, so you're going to want to put this probably outside or in as bright of a window as possible once the weather warms
All right.
up.
Can do that.
It'll turn red.
Ooh, cool.
Like if you can, it's kind of hard to see because of my closet light because I'm sitting in my closet right now, but there's like a little piece of it that's kind
Yeah.
of red from whenever it got that
Oh,
sun.
hell
So
yeah.
that's how you know it's happy. It'll turn red when it gets lots of sun.
I already know where I'm
And
going
it
to put
roots
it.
really fast. I put it,
Ooh.
or when I took the cuttings, I don't remember when I bought it and when I did it timeline wise, but probably in a couple weeks, they put out tons of roots and I already potted them. So,
Oh, wow.
and when what I
Thanks.
was saying, when
Excited.
you pot this, it does not need a whole lot of soil. Like I've seen these kind of like a ripsalis growing out of a teeny tiny pot and then it just trails out for days. It's really weird
Okay.
looking almost, but kind of cool.
Okay.
It looks asymmetrical and it gives you like a pop of interest, I would say.
Yeah, I like it.
When you
It
plant
looks
it in a tiny
interesting.
little pot.
Yeah. Like that one adds, I feel like it could add a lot because it's not just like leaves. You know what I mean? Like they're
Yes.
tall, like they're kind of, it almost just looks like sticks kind of, but they're green. I don't know. It looks really cool. Thanks.
And the new growth, it's interesting because it's hard to tell. I gave you one that is a little bit more of that yellowy chartreuse color, but I think the new growth comes out kind of yellow and then it gets more green as it gets a little bit older and then it gets red when it gets the sun. So it's kind of a chameleon. Got a lot of colors
I
going
love
on.
that. I love colors all day, every day. All right, you ready for your next cutting?
I'm so ready.
So this one's a big one. We talked about trading these, but I'm just going to give you this whole thing. It's got a ton of roots. It's ready to go into a pot. It is my, this boy. It's some kind of wandering jewel, right? Or purple heart
A
is what I've heard it
Tradescantia.
called. Yes, thank you. Tradescantia. She's been propagating for a long, periodically time. And
long
she is
periodically
ready to
time.
go in a pot with some plants. I just like the look of the vase. So, I mean, I like how it looks. You can do whatever you want with it. You can even cut it into smaller cuttings because there's a bunch of little leaves on here and stems and nodes. So,
Is that the purple one with the stripes?
yep.
It looks so pink.
Right now, it is super pink. I don't know. I think it's because it gets a lot of bright and direct light all day, maybe. It could be because it's in water and not in soil like it's supposed to be. Because I just liked how it looked, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's real. Some of them still have their stripes, but it's pretty pink.
It's so pink. It doesn't look
So I'm
purple at
giving
all. It
you-
looks straight up hot pink.
It is literally pink. But the new growth is like the normal color, like the green with the stripe, which you can't really tell. I don't know if you could see it, but
Yeah.
the new growth has
Weird.
it. Yeah.
And you said you have that in your kitchen window?
I have it in my bathroom. So it could
In your
also be a
bathroom.
humidity thing. Like maybe there's too much water in the air. I mean, it's literally sitting in water. So I mean, that could be why.
Yeah, maybe. I had I believe it's a Tradescantia, and I've seen it called Nanook, Nanouk, or something like that. I don't know if you remember. Yeah, it was pink. It was like actually pink and a little bit green. I don't know if you remember when I bought it way back. But to make a long story short, I put a whole bag of jelly beans. Just kidding. Gotta squeeze a Vine reference in everywhere we can get.
Everywhere.
Basically, I bought it online. Yes. And I've had it for months and months, and I've been battling this stupid plant for months and months. I don't remember what happened first. I think it got real bad fungus gnats. So then I tried to repot it, and then something didn't go well. So I was like, you know what? I just chopped it all to repropagate it. And then when I chopped it all, a bunch of it almost looked like some kind of fungus or some kind of infection on the leaves. It wasn't pests. It got these weird spots, whatever. But anyways, it turned hot pink like that. I mean, it's a pink plant, but it was violent pink. I don't know how else to say
your eyes pink.
Yes, like the most vibrant pink ever.
Like Hot Topic in 2007 pink.
Yes, violent.
What is it? The scene phase pink. Anyways.
Yeah. So anyway, I then went to throw it away. Finally, I had it just sitting in cups of water for months because it was adding a good pop of color to my bathroom windowsill. And finally, I was like, this is gonna spread somewhere. So I salvaged 2 teeny tiny cuttings, like right off the top from the whole plant. And rooted those again for like the second or third time, and they rooted, and I planted them yesterday.
Ooh.
It was just so weird. I had it sitting in water like that forever, and same thing, it turned pink, like pink. So it's interesting. I feel like it has to be related to the water.
It has. I think so. I mean, I know with my other one that I have, the Wandering Jewel, that's that one. I'm not going to call it by its other name, but it when I water it more, it turns more green, and when I don't water it gets hella purple. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I don't know if this is like similar to that, but maybe.
The Purple Heart, isn't that what that variety is called? Purple Heart?
Is it?
I think
you're right.
so.
I thought this was Purple Heart, but I think you're right. I think the other one is Purple Heart.
I think that one, the stripy one, is Zabrina, maybe?
Zabrina? That's cool. Here's the thing. I'll tell you the story about this cutting. So I got it in a big planter, and it was all hanging over, and it was looking so good. I think Logan got it for me for my birthday or something. And I planted it, and it was doing really good. And like I said before on this podcast, in my old apartment, I did not get a lot of sun. So I think it kind of got leggy and wasn't doing great. But then all of a sudden, it just started dying. Like, I don't know what happened. It just, all the leaves started, like turning brown and crinkly, like I hadn't watered it, but I had watered it, so I don't know if I overwatered. This is kind of more in the beginning of the plant journey, so once I saw that, I panicked, and then I watered it too much, and then it started really dying because I think I overwatered it, and I was like, oh my god. So
yeah, it was like, okay, God.
Yeah, I was like, all right, cutting it up. So I cut it up. So that's what this is from, and she's still alive. So I think if you pot her and take care of her, she'll look more normal, like she'll be less bright pink, and will grow a lot. I mean, pretty easy to propagate.
Yeah, I have because Kyle got me one of those for my birthday too this year, and I did the same thing.
You already have one?
Oh my
god. Well, now you have 2.
Now I'm more. Well, now I have a pink one.
True.
I'm curious to see how it goes when I pot it up.
Yeah, you'll have to send me a picture once it's like established and stuff in a pot or something. And some soil.
Yes, updates. Yeah, we have to do updates on all of these at some point.
For sure. I'll be taking pics to show.
Okay, are you ready for the last one?
I am ready. I'm so excited. I love getting
plants. So this one is from my rubber tree.
I cannot believe that you can propagate those.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could propagate that one.
What'd you say?
Yes. I didn't know you could propagate those.
Yep.
Oh, hell yeah. I've been wanting one. I've literally been eyeing one. I went to Lowe's the other day and I was like, should I do it?
Thinking about it.
Should I do it? It's expensive. Should I do it? And I didn't, but I wanted to.
So funny.
I was just going to say, you're going to have to tell me what it needs.
Lots of light. It likes a lot of light. So I took this cutting, I don't know, maybe a month ago. So this isn't a fresh cutting because they take forever to push out roots. So I took this a while ago and planned on giving this to you at some point. And I took a cutting a while back for myself just to test it out, because when I first looked up propagating these, some people did the whole, I don't know what it's called, not grafting, but I don't know, air layering, where you like,
girl, I don't know.
I really don't know. I don't know it either. Basically this complicated way of how to propagate it. But then I saw someone just chop it and put it in water. I was like, okay. So I did it kind of as an experiment, and it pushed out tons of roots. Eventually, it took a long time, but it pushed out roots, and I actually potted it in leca. So I have it in a semi-hydro situation, and it looks good. It hasn't really grown much, but I know the roots are still growing. So
that's good. That's a good sign. The roots are growing.
I will say I have a hard time figuring out watering, and I think it's because I put it in too big of a pot, that big old white pot I have it in. It looks good, but I think it's a little too big. Okay. So I will say the watering is a little tricky, but in general, I think when you notice the leaves getting a little misshapen, they kind of get a little wonky.
Yeah.
And I think that's when you need to have watered it. It's gone too long without water.
All right.
But lots of light. That's the key. To keep it dark and burgundy, you want lots of light.
All right. It can be done.
Can be done.
It can be done. Sorry, I've been watching too much Game of Thrones lately, obviously.
Oh, God.
It's starting to slip into my vernacular.
Too much. I'm not a Game of Thrones person.
Yeah, Terry never
come for me.
Got into
it's fine.
You know, honestly, I'm watching it for the second time now, and there are some scenes where I'm like, this is kind of cheesy.
Yeah, like, is this necessary?
All the sex, I'm like, wow, when men write shows?
Right. When it's like,
really?
I can't handle the, like, let me cut your fingers off, and then immediately the next scene is, like, titties in your face. It's just like...
I'm like, okay, this is a lot to take in.
Well, and I just have a hard time. I think any shows from that era are just not my thing in general. I never know what they're freaking saying. It is so annoying to me that they just expect you to know who all the people are at the beginning. Dude. I mean, I spent the whole first however many episodes just like... Kyle didn't like watching it with me, obviously. This didn't last long, but I was like, wait, so who's that? Is that not the same guy? Because it's, again, all white guys. They all look the same to me.
All
they all
like
sound
British.
The same.
Yeah.
Yes, there's no inflection in anybody's tone. Like...
It's way better watching it the second time because I already know who they all are. Like, I don't think...
Yes.
It took me until, like, the third season to be like, okay, so they're the Starks, and they're these people.
Yeah.
And they don't like these people. Like, it took me forever, so I totally get that. Like, watching it the second time, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, you just actually get to know what's happening.
Enjoy it.
Yeah, people really love it. Even though I was listening to... What was I listening to? Were we talking about this? I want to say I heard it on a YouTube video or something, but just basically how horrible the ending is and how so many people immediately stopped recommending the whole series just because of how bad the ending was.
The ending is actually really bad. Like, okay, this is so a tangent, but the first... Well, there's some cool plants in the show or whatever, but anyways, the first, like, 3 seasons are so slow. Like, it is a lot of dialogue. It is a lot of build-up. Like, I honestly like that better because the like, last 2 or 3 seasons are so quick. And then the very last season, shit just happens in, like, 1 episode. Like, stuff that has been building up for, like, 7 seasons ends in 1 episode. And it's like, okay, that was...
They just did people dirty.
It's because those directors wanted to move on. They were done with Game of Thrones. The guy who actually writes the books, like the novels, he was like, I thought we'd go on for like 10 seasons. So,
that's awkward.
Yeah, the ending was...
I mean, you would think they would have wrung out as many dollars as they could from it.
Oh my God, yeah, and they had so many people watching. Like,
that's all that mattered for 5 years.
Yeah, the hype for that show was crazy. You'd think they would be like, no, you're going to be writing this show or someone else will be writing the show. But no, I guess they just decided to end it. But...
When it's like, I have so much respect. Why don't you just, instead of dragging stuff out, why don't we go ahead and wrap it up?
But in a good way.
Yeah, but you got to do your due diligence.
Yeah,
Funny.
It was, yeah. I watched a couple of YouTube videos about it too because, you know, it was such a big deal when it was all happening. It's kind of nice to watch it when it's not a big deal at all because I feel like I can, like, actually form my own opinions on it. Like,
right.
Like, some of the characters were hella hyped up, and now that I'm watching it again, I'm like, okay, well, they suck. I don't know why everyone liked them. They're like a wet towel. I don't want to, like, say who it is because I don't want to spoil it or anything, but
I mean, I
whatever.
think you're good to throw out some Game of Thrones spoilers in 2020.
Okay. Like Jon Snow in the beginning. Do you remember who Jon Snow was? He was Ned Stark's bastard. He was the bastard. They always called him bastard.
Oh, yeah. He was like in the Winter Wonderland.
Yes, he was in the Winter Wonderland. He had that like curly black hair.
Yeah, everyone was like, he's so sexy.
Yes. Okay, well his character is like a wet towel. I'm like, he doesn't even like, what is he even doing? He just, I don't know, whatever. Everyone loved him, and now I'm like, why?
You know what a good example of a show just like finishing before things really go downhill is?
What?
Broad City.
Really?
Yes.
I've only ever watched like seasons 1 through 3.
Well, they end it in a very real way, but it made me so sad. I just rewatched it recently. That's why I'm bringing it up.
How many seasons is it?
4 or 5.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, I need to watch that. I'm gonna write that down.
It's so
That's a
good.
show we need. It's
Love
so
it.
funny.
Okay.
All right, well, back to plants.
Now that we talked about TV for 10 minutes.
Thanks for listening to our podcast where we talk about plants and TV, apparently.
If you're still listening to this, you deserve a major award. Do you get my
Yes.
Christmas reference? A major award
No, what?
from A Christmas Story when he wins the
my
stupid
God.
leg lamp.
Yes.
I had to throw in a holiday reference. A major award
I forgot. I haven't seen that movie in a minute.
in a year.
No, like in a minute, like a long time. A long periodically time.
Funny.
It's been a while. I just
All right.
remember the elf people, like when they're riding up this, like they're trying to go down the slide to meet Santa.
Oh,
Yes.
That's all I can hear Dad doing.
I'll shoot your eye out. Oh my God, yeah, he does it really good. He has some good classic impersonations.
He's pretty good with impersonations. The David
he
Attenborough is
Oh my
quite
God.
impressive.
I was like, Dad, are you 90 now?
It's not even the accent for me. It's the inflection, and the cadence. He does it so well.
Nailed it. Nails it every time.
Yeah, we'll have to get a recording of that for you guys sometime. Share it
Maybe
with
we'll
you.
throw it in here. Get him to like narrate like a
We
plant
won't.
or something.
Stop. Oh,
He could
yeah,
narrate
yeah,
like
yeah.
a
Like in a
plant.
future episode. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
There we go. I was like, no, I'm tired of editing. I'm not putting any special effects in here. I'm just kidding.
All right. Well, you want to see what plant I got you?
Yes, I'm dying
Okay.
to see it.
I hope you like it. So this plant, it looks to me like it'd be a good house plant inside, indoors. It is called a Dieffenbachia. Dieffenbachia?
Oh, a Dieffenbachia.
Dieffenbachia, yes. Do you have one? Please don't tell me you have one.
Yeah, I have one, but there's different
Well,
kinds.
now you have two. Do you have this kind with the
Ooh.
yellow?
Uh-uh.
All right, so for those of you listening, this plant is looks very tropical. It's a tropical leafy plant. It has big leaves, and the middle are yellow, and it kind of has a gradient from yellow to greenish, so it looks really cool. I like the coloration a lot. Apparently, I'm giving you really colorful plants, apparently, Taryn. I just realized they're all
Yeah, you really are.
all colorful, so hopefully you can add some splashes of color around your house.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yay, thank you.
Well, now you have two. What does your other one look like?
It's kind of like that, but it's more speckled, spotty looking.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Like the variegation or whatever is a little
Yeah.
bit more spotty. I actually have the one I have currently, I put in semi-hydro also.
Oh. I bet this one, I mean, that makes sense. Like, the soil is super moist here. Like, they must have just watered it when I picked it up.
Yeah.
Because I got it today.
I honestly haven't done a whole lot of research on how to take care of these, so this is good.
Well, now you'll
Actually,
know. Can
I
figure
kind
it
of just
out.
stuck it in Leca when I was in that moment of putting everything in Leca, and it's doing fine. It's dropped some yellow leaves, but I think they always do that.
This one does say medium water. Mm-hmm. And that's all I can
Okay.
read on the label. Medium to high light.
All right.
That's all
Great.
it says, so.
Yeah, it likes light.
Yep.
Good to note.
Merry Christmas.
Okay, funny that you got me that, because I feel like what I got you is pretty similar.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Okay, so one of my favorites recently, I wanted to get you something that I love, and I saw a bunch of these, but I liked this one best. It's an Aglionema. It's a Chinese evergreen.
Ooh. Oh, yes, and it's big.
Yeah, it's pretty big. So this is, it says on here too, an Aglionema Hybrid. So I'm not really sure what it's mixed with, but it's one of the, I would say a little bit wider leaf variety of a Chinese evergreen. And the variegation, it's kind of similar to the, I want to say it's called Silver Bay. There's one that's like the real basic, I mean, everybody has it. I have it.
Yeah.
And it's similar to that, but it does look different. When I brought it home and compared, I was like, oh, the center part is a little more solid, a little less spotty than the Silver Bay. So yeah, I didn't do my research to tell you exactly what this is, but the roots are even, I don't know if you can see, the roots are like really poking out the bottom. So it's
good. It's ready to go. She's thick. She's ready. You know what's funny? Tell me why when I was at the store getting your plant, I almost bought one of those. Like, it was an evergreen. Yeah, I was like, should I get it? And I ended up getting something else, but...
I love them.
I love it. Thanks.
So we both got each other, like, very foliage...
We love our foliage.
Tropical looks. Yes.
We love our foliage. That's the kind of look I like, honestly, personally. Like, I like the leaves, you know, like the big leaves or the colorful leaves, obviously. Mm-hmm. Some people like the succulent look. Which I'm not hating on. I like the succulent look. I just kill them every time.
Yeah, I can really get down with the big cactus look, like lots of cacti.
Ooh, there was this really cool like succulent-y plant that I almost got you, but I was gonna get it for you as a challenge because it said to water once every 2 weeks. Like, it was like, did not want water. It was really cool. It had like velvety leaves, kind of. It was like a succulent, but I was like, no, it's pretty small, and it was like $30. It was tiny.
And I would kill it, so. Okay, I also forgot.
I don't want to challenge her that much.
Yeah, no. Not for $30.
Right.
I'll take on a cheaper challenge. Okay, I also forgot. I have a bonus. I got you a bonus in all of my pottings yesterday.
Have to edit that out.
Nah, it's fine. I got you a bonus. It's only because I really wanted to give it to you as a cutting. I was really debating on it, but when I was potting those yesterday, I wanted to go ahead and pot it. So pause.
This is
BRB,
so classic,
I'm gonna
Taryn.
run and grab it.
This is so classic Taryn, going above and beyond. I should have known. I should have had a bonus ready to counter your bonus, but no. Damn it. All right,
it's my love language, I think. Not that I've read that book, but I think it's just, I really like gift giving. BRB, hold on.
All right.
Okay.
Hello.
I'm back.
I left a little surprise for you when you're editing this episode while you were gone, so.
Oh.
I'm not going to edit it out.
Easter egg?
We had a sponsor.
Yeah. Okay, so this is a potted cutting of my Hoya.
Oh, that's what I thought it was. It's a Hoya. Oh, is it variegated?
The Crimson Queen.
Ooh, Crimson Queen. I'm going to steal that name for something. I don't know what. The Crimson Queen. That's what they called me in high school. The Crimson Queen.
I thought you meant steal the plant. I was like, no, I'm giving it to you. That's the
You're
whole...
like, what?
So yeah, I feel like I mentioned it at one point. I had this in my
I love it.
bathroom in that little tiny Jaeger bottle.
Oh yeah. Cute. It's hella cute. I like the variegation on it.
So yeah,
and it's a Hoya.
I replaced that with the fire sticks, I think, cutting wise.
Gotcha.
Because I wanted some variety.
Thanks. I'm sad that I have to wait like 3 weeks to exchange in person.
3 weeks. It won't be 3 weeks.
I mean.
We'll see. Kyle has his COVID test today, so.
Okay, good.
Hopefully we'll know.
Hopefully it's just like a flu or a cold and it's not that. My fingers are crossed.
Yup, me too.
I hope it's not. Do you know when he'll get his results?
Nope. When I got mine in November, it was like 2 or 3 days till I heard back. And it was the rapid test. I don't know. You know how
I'm
all this
sure
stuff
right now they
is.
probably have a lot of tests going on.
Yeah, he couldn't, his work. So he started feeling sick Monday and his work was like, okay, you need to go get a test. And he yeah, they were like, go home and go get a test. And he looked up, and the earliest test he could find was for today, Wednesday at 3:30. And they sent him this whole list of places, and he looked through every single one, and there was nothing before Wednesday at 3:30.
Oh my gosh. Is it free or does he have to pay for it?
Yeah, I think it's free.
That's good. That sucks. I almost texted him and was like, you should use your old student ID and just pretend like you're a student, because I'm pretty sure it's at Texas State they have testing and it's like free. I was like, although I think they would be like, no.
Okay, well, happy plant exchange.
Yeah. Merry holidays. Merry Christmas if you celebrate that. Happy whatever you celebrate, everybody. We are happy to celebrate whatever everyone celebrates. We're flexible.
We hope this inspires you to share your love of plants with somebody in your life. You never know. I feel like I sometimes think about it and I talk myself out of sharing plants because I'm like, well, I don't know if they really want to sign up for all of this, but I think it's so important, especially at this time of year, at the end of 2020, which has been a year for everybody. You never know how much that little gesture could do for them. And who knows, maybe they'll develop a love for houseplants and be able to geek out with you. So we definitely want to, we are excited to spread the plant love this holiday season, and we encourage you to do the same.
Yeah, you never know when you'll give it to somebody and maybe that will spark their love for plants, and maybe you'll have, for years to come, another plant exchange of your own.
I also think even if they don't love it, even if they kill it in a couple of weeks, you sharing something that you love will mean a lot to them. Even if they don't necessarily love what it is the same, I think just the gesture of sharing something you really love and care about is nice.
100%. Or, even if it does die, at least they can enjoy it for like a couple weeks.
Right. It's just like getting somebody flowers.
This makes you think, so one time when Logan got his first job, like his first adult big boy job, I got him a plant, and it was a low light plant because he was like, well, I get okay light. I didn't clarify what kind of light. So I got him a plant. I was like, you can put it on your desk in your office because it'll make you maybe a little less miserable, because he hated that job. Mm-hmm. And so he put it on his desk and it died within like a week. And I was like, I thought you said you got light. He's like, yeah, I have the lights on all day. I was like, no, I mean like sunlight. He was like, oh no, there's no windows. I was like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
So he at least got to, he did say he enjoyed having it while he had it. And
what plant was it?
So I think it was some kind of English ivy.
Oh yeah.
So
they need lots of light.
Maybe it wasn't English ivy then, because whatever I got, it had like low to moderate light, because I made sure. So maybe it was some kind of vine. I don't know.
Interesting.
I could have just been wrong, because this was a while ago at this point. So I could have this might be when I did not know what I was talking about with plants. And I just gave him one because I was like, here.
Yeah, I sent Kyle with a bunch of plants to work, and he's since brought them all home because he freaks out. He's like, something's wrong with it, and then I never give it back.
You're like, okay.
It just gets absorbed into my collection at home. All right, well, I think that's it for today. We hope you guys party like it's the end of 2020 from now until the end of 2020. We have one freaking week left of this interesting year, and I hope you guys get to spend some time with your loved ones and tell your loved ones that you love them, even if you don't see them in person. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Just a quick update for our next episode. We are going to be diving into the root rot woes. I would say probably 75% of my houseplant graveyard is due to overwatering. So next episode, we're going to talk through all those issues and how to avoid them at all costs. If you are notorious for loving your plants just a little too much like I am, join us to discuss the #1 houseplant killer of all time. If you have any tips to avoid overwatering, share them with us at PlantThatSis on Instagram and Twitter. That's our handle. You could also find us on YouTube. Just search PlantThatSis. Our website is plantthatsis.com, and you could always email us if you really want to at plantthatsis@gmail.com. See you guys next week.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.